Happy New Year, everyone! My name is Jennifer Diverty, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Oakville, Ontario, and I'm really excited to be here today. It's an exciting week for Stampin' Up! We have our holiday mini catalog retiring on January the 3rd. So if there's any last chance products you want to get, you might want to get shopping in the next couple of days. And on January the 4th, we have two things happening. We have a brand new spring mini catalog launching, as well as Saleabration. And Saleabration, for those of you who don't know, if you purchase $60 or $120 worth of products, then you can choose free gifts. And your gifts can be anywhere from stamp sets, of which there are 6 to choose from in the Saleabration catalog. There are 5 different DSP choices, and then there is ribbon, there are gems, and there is a die set as well. And all of these free products are amazing. You're going to want them all. So to celebrate this, I have partnered up with 2 of my demonstrator friends, Genevieve Coe and Amanda Batik, and we are going to showcase some of the really exciting bundles and stamp sets and products within the new catalog and the Saleabration catalog as well. So over the course of the next few days, you will get to watch some videos by my friends and myself, showcasing some of these wonderful products as a lead up to Thursday, when you too can purchase some of these products. So I hope that if you have your catalog with you now, that you have made a wish list, and if you do not have your catalog yet and want one, you need to let your demonstrator know. So without further ado, I'm going to get this sweet celebration started, and I'm going to turn you down. So give me 1 second. There we go. Perfect. So these are the new wonderful catalogs I'm talking about, which I can't share with you until January the 4th, but this is a really nice focus of what you will be able to see in the mini catalog and in our Saleabration brochure, which has all the freebies that you'll be able to get. So I'll put that aside. So today I am going to be focusing on one of the suites, and I'm going to be using the Painted Lavender Suite, or Perennial Lavender Suite, which comes with 2 different bundles. It has the Painted Lavender stamp set, which is a photopolymer stamp set, as well as the Painted Lavender dies, and there are 11 of these gorgeous dies. It also comes with the Perennial Postage stamp set, which is the red rubber cling stamps with a really nice font and some really great sentiments like "You're simply marvelous," "Big hugs," "You mean the world to me," "Happy Mother's Day," etc. And with this, you also get the Perennial Postage dies, which are a set of 12 dies, and they are really super cute when they're cut out. They come in all different sizes, squares as well as rectangles, and then they also have these cute little things as well that allow you to turn your dies into tags. So I've just cut those out just to show you. And then this thing here is super cute. It makes an impression. It doesn't cut out, but it makes an impression of a stamp in your paper. I've cut this around this one, just fussy cut it, but it has, I don't know if you can see it there. It's got a butterfly on it, which is really super cute. So that's the 2 stamp sets. Also in this bundle are these really great dies. They're purple fine shimmer gems, and I'll just show you. They come in 3 different shades of purple. So you get the Highland Heather, the Gorgeous Grape, and also the Blackberry Bliss. So I don't know about you, but I know I'll be going through a lot of packs of these. Just beautiful. So you get that. You also get these super cute paper butterfly accents, and they're basically die cuts that come pre-done for you. You get, I think, 40 of them. There's 5 on each page, and you can take your blending brushes to them and really create some beautiful butterflies. So we're going to be using them today. So you get this, and then I've saved the best for last. Of course, it comes with the most gorgeous paper that you'll ever see. So I'll just go through and quickly show you. The colors are just stunning. So there's that. There's the other side, which is neat. There's this one, which would easily cut into nice sized paper for cards. You could make probably 6 out of this piece. And on the other side is a nice gingham. This stunning full colored sheet of lavender, and then in the Highland Heather color. Here it looks like you've got a little bit of Queen Anne's lace and some butterflies in with the lavender. And on the other side is a beautiful shade of Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. And then there's this gorgeous field of lavender and the beautiful purples. And again, more beautiful lavender and almost like a wheat field. So that is your designer series paper. It comes in the colors are Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Lost Lagoon, Orchid Oasis, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Starry Sky. I don't know about you, but I am going to have a hard time choosing which side of the DSP we're going to be using because I love every single page in this. So what I've done is I've made a little project sheet to show you for the painted lavender. So you can see that you can stamp out the different green foliage as well as the flowers in very different ways. But as well, the dies will cut out your different things. Now this one was interesting because originally I thought this was like a wheat sheaf or whatever you call it, but then I started to realize it could also be stems, so you could do both with that one. And with the stem on this one, you can either stamp it and die cut it out, or you can just stamp it onto cardstock and cut it out. And then the same with this one. I originally assumed that it was going to be foliage or leaves, but then I realized after I cut it out that if I did it in a color, it would actually look like part of a bouquet of lavender. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then you can stamp and cut out your butterflies and your flowers. And the flowers, you actually get 2 dies of this, which is cool, so that you can cut out like 8 flowers all at once. So that's the painted lavender. It's going to be selling as a bundle for $64.75, and with that you will get the dies and the stamp set and save 10%, or you can buy each of these separately. So that will be available starting January the 4th. So let's move that out of the way. And let me show you some things that you can do with this beautiful bundle. So the first little set of cards that I'm going to show you are very, very simple to do. and they were done by something called a stack and shuffle technique. So basically what I did was I took 4 6x6 sheets of DSP. So here are the 4 sheets that I used for my cards. And then what you do is you keep them together in a group of 4, and you put them on your cutter, and you cut all 4 sheets at the same time in a particular way. And then with the pieces that you have cut, you will then shuffle them into in a certain way in order to make 4 different cards really quickly. So that is really, really cool. So that's one thing that I wanted to share with you. Because this paper is so beautiful, you can easily mix and match it to create beautiful cards. So that's the first thing. The next card I wanted to show you is this one. And it is called a Triple Z Fold card. So when you open it, it is pretty amazing. So this, I used the postage stamp dies in order to create the windows all the way through. And the beautiful sentiments, you mean the world to me, you're simply marvelous, and I can't thank you enough. And then you would write your message to whoever you were sending this special card to on the back. Of course, it is a rather thick card, so it probably will take some extra postage, but I think it's well worth it for someone receiving something so special. So that's another example. My third example is something a little more simpler, both in color and in how I did it. So I took the extra large postage stamp, which is this one, and I cut it out in white just to give it a layered look. I've used some linen thread. I also used the third rectangle to cut out vellum in the shape of the postage stamp, and then I just simply die cut the flowers and put them on. So very simple, stamping right on here with nothing else. So that's that one. My next one is pretty special. So this one has basically a belly band on it that slides off, and then you open your card to write your message. So pretty cool. And if you can see the belly band, I've embossed with fresh freesia, and the embossing folder is going to be available January 4th as well. It's called Layered Florals 3D Embossing Folder, and it is gorgeous. Look at that. So really special. So this one, the belly band then just slides back on like that. And here I use the Blackberry Bliss and some of the Blackberry Bliss gems as well, which is cool. So that's that one. And the last card that I'm going to show you, I'm also going to make with you in just a slightly different way. So this one is a faux stuck card. All right, so it kind of stands like that, and you write your message on the inside, just like that. So we're going to create this today, but using different DSP to give it a little bit of a different look. So I just move these out of the way. All right. So my card base is 4.5 by 8 in Highland Heather, and then along the long side, I've scored it at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 5 inch, and that becomes our base. And then when I fold it, the 5 inch line is going to be folded like a mountain, Okay, so it's going to stand up like that. The 3-inch line is going to be your valley. All right, sorry, 2-inch line is going to be your valley, so it's going to sink in. And then the 1-inch line is going to be a mountain. And then that will stand up just like this. Okay? So then I have a second piece of fresh freesia. And it is 2.5 by 8.5. And I've scored it at 5.5. And this is going to become a step piece that goes in the middle. Okay, so what then we're going to do is we're going to attach some of the pieces here. Okay, so we're going to do the inside first, and one second, I'm missing a piece. There it is. Yep. I just need to trim this slightly. Just gonna do that. Okay, oops. Sorry about that. So we're going to put this on the inside like this. And I'm going to attach my DSP. And again, I'm just going to give it a quick little trim. That's better. Okay, so we'll just take our glue and we will run it around. I love my Tombow glue, but you really don't need very much because it's very sticky. We'll just center this on here, and we will put more on the back. And we'll center that here. Perfect. So you see the difference in the DSP that I'm using. This is going to be a slightly different look, which I think will look great. All right, I'm going to glue this piece onto here. Like this. Put this on here. And finally, just want to check the dimensions of this. Nope, that's good. Okay, this one is going to go on our step. Makes me so sad to be covering up this beautiful floral side. I know I'm going to have to get lots of different packages of this because I will make so many things with this beautiful paper. Here we go. This got centered right here. Okay, and then on the inside piece here, we are going to put, yep, these two need a trim as well. I don't know what I was thinking when I cut my pieces, but obviously I wasn't thinking clearly. So there's that one, and this one needs to be just cutting off the glue on here, like that. And just because we're going to finish off the inside, I'm going to just add a little bit of paper. Trim that slightly. There we go. A little bit of the paper to just give it, make it look a little bit decorative. There we go. Just like that. And then we'll move that to the inside, and then that's where people can write a message to the receiver of this beautiful card. That'll go right here. All right, so let's just garnish all this really well. And now we're going to put on the step piece. So we're going to attach it here, and we'll attach it at the back. So I'm going to put a bit of glue here, like that. And I want this to be kind of right in the middle of my card and right at the bottom, so because it's going to be standing. And then when I attach this back piece, I don't want it to be too tight, so I'll just put our adhesive on and I'm going to hold it in a position that we want it to be, and then make it flat, like that. Just give it a second to adhere. There we go. Now it stands. Put it there so you can see. Now we're going to do two things. We're going to do some stamping, and we're going to do a little bit of coloring of these beautiful butterflies. I think we'll just do 2 butterflies for this one. We'll see how that looks. I'm going to get my blending brushes. And we're going to stamp the sentiment, "Sending love and best wishes," from the Perennial postage, and I'm going to use my gorgeous grape ink, and I'm going to just dab, dab, dab in my ink. And I've cut the 3rd postage stamp out of Designer Series paper, and then I've cut just a rectangle a little bit smaller where we'll put our sentiment. So we're just going to take it and we're going to go straight down and straight up, just like that. And we can then glue that onto here. And I'll just set it aside for a minute because we're going to work on the butterflies first before we put this onto our card. So I'll just set that off to the side. Now, you can't really see these butterflies on my white paper, so I am going to use a piece of scrap. I think this will work. that'll be better for you to see. So we are going to take some of the colors from the DSP out. So we're going to use Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and I think I'll put some fresh freesia in there too. So let's start with a little bit of the Gorgeous Grape. So we're going to roll in the stamp pad. We're going to roll a little bit off the paper, and then we're going to go on to our butterfly and just give it a swirl, just like that. All right, let's add a little bit darker. There, it's coming up nice. All right, maybe we'll add a little bit of fresh freesia to it as well. So same thing, roll in. You just have to be careful of the antennas, that they don't get too folded over. You have to be gentle with those. So there I am swirling. Swirl. If you put that up against there, I'm going to add a little bit darker. And there's one butterfly that we'll be able to attach. All right, and I want to do two. So here's my other butterfly. I'm going to put that down here. I think for this one, I'm going to add a little bit of Orchid Oasis. Maybe, no. I'm going to add some Blackberry Bliss to this one. So just roll in my ink, roll off the page, and then roll on. And then I'm gonna now do a bit of Gorgeous Grape on this one as well. Oh, this is cool. You can actually see the two colors. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of the Blackberry Bliss. There we go. So that's that one. So I'm going to close my inks just so that I don't get ink all over. You can see how easy that is to make beautiful butterflies. And we're going to attach, I think we'll do one butterfly there. We're going to put our sentiment here, and one butterfly here is what I think we're going to do. So I'll just take a little bit. Actually, you know what? I think we'll use dimensionals. Just in a couple of key areas. I'm going to cut them. They're the small dimensionals. I'm going to cut them in half just because these areas are really small. But I think it would be effective to raise them up with the dimensional effect. I'll put that one here. Here, and one in the middle. And that should do it. And I'll just peel off the backs. That. stick this here, like that. Move this right to where the card is. So that was sticking off a little bit there. And put the dimensionals on the back of the little guy here. Again, cutting them in half. There isn't a lot of places you can put the dimensionals on these butterflies, so it'll just give a little bit of a raised effect. But I need one more little piece. Let's see if I can just do the tops of those wings. Put that, I think, there. That should do it. All right, let's take these backs off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Now, I think I'll put this on first. That. So that can go on a bit of an angle like that. And then this one kind of hover just above. Like that. Isn't that beautiful? So last but not least, it does need a little bit of bling. And so we're going to use these beautiful purple gems. And I'll take my pick tool, and I think we'll go with the gorgeous grape color. So we'll put one there, one there, and one there. And that is our beautiful card. So, I've shown you many beautiful cards that you can do with the Painted Lavender Suite. And got 2 more. So there's so many different options that you can do. All right. Now, this paper, funnily enough, also inspired me for one of the Saleabration sets that I wanted to share with you. And the Saleabration freebie set is the Jungle Pals. So this stamp set you can get with a $60 purchase. And then you can get the Jungle Pals coordinating dies if you do a $120 minimum purchase. And the dies will cut out, there's 5 different animals, so you can stamp and cut out your animals, or you can die cut out your animals. And then in addition to that, you get all of these different jungle floral leaves, etc. So there's all sorts of ways that you can use the animals with the trees and the leaves and the flowers. So the Jungle Pals dies, there's 15 of them, and it's free with a $120 purchase starting this Thursday, January 4th. And then with the stamp set, it comes with 5 cling stamps that you can see. So many things that you could do with your blending, your blends markers for coloring or not. So I'll just quickly show you a couple of things. So this, funnily enough, if you look at the background DSP, that actually is from the Perennial Lavender Suite, and it inspired me to try and coordinate with the Jungle Pals, and I think I did it pretty good. And there's a little toucan Sam. I used the blending brushes to color the animals. You can see that I've got some trying to camouflage the tiger a little bit behind some of the things, and the sloth is, you know, hanging around. So I thought that would be a cute little birthday card for a child. So the next one that I did, I used the Bright and Beautiful DSP in the background from the annual catalog, and then I stamped each of the animals in a different color. So Blueberry Bushel, Berry Burst, Lost Lagoon, and Azure Afternoon. And then I mounted them using the duckled circles, and I thought that made a really great and fun birthday card. And here's something completely different. I've actually made a baby card, baby boy card, I guess, by stamping and coloring in the balmy blue color of the animals. And then I used one of the stamp sets from Saleabration, also that is called Welcome Baby, and it also had a little elephant, so I added that in there as well, which I thought was kind of cute. And lastly, I used the Delightful Floral DSP. This one's a little busy for my liking, but it's kind of cool, for a card that just says "You're simply marvelous," and you could send that for any occasion. So those are just a bunch of different ways to use one Saleabration item, which are all very unique to themselves. So while I'm on the topic of Saleabration, I'm just going to turn you back because I want to tell you one more thing. So during our promotion from January 4th to January 8th, with our Sweet Saleabration celebration, we will be giving for $60 purchases, you will be getting a 3-piece tutorial of 3 of the cards that are demonstrated this week by my co-demonstrators and myself. So you will get the instructions to make 3 of the cards that we have shown today. Not the ones that we demonstrated, but one of the fun ones that'll be a little bit different. So that's something to look forward to. You will also, if you spend $120, you will get the tutorials, plus you will get a free pack of dimensionals on top of that as well. And then on top of the 60 and the 120, you will also get to choose your Saleabration item. So that promotion will run only from January 4th to January 8th with your particular demonstrator. So I hope that you enjoy all these beautiful bundles that we are showcasing over the next couple of days. Look forward to the videos on my Facebook page and on Genevieve's Facebook page and on Amanda's as well. So whoever is your demonstrator, you will certainly have access to all of the fun things that we're doing with the Sweet Saleabration celebration. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.